Hello my friends, this is Moonday, and in today's reading we're going to find out what do they want to tell you, what does your person want to tell you. And this is with the no communication reading, so that means there's no communication going on between you and your person, the person you're thinking of. So this is what they would like to communicate to you, to tell you. So yeah, that could be a romantic issue, that could be a friendship, it could be basically anything. We will see. So before I jump into the reading, there's a few things I wanted to say as usual. The first thing is thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has liked, who has left me a comment. You guys are amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for you, for each and every one of you. You're just amazing, like really amazing. I'm incredibly grateful for all of you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you. So take whatever does resonate with you and leave the rest. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, you can just leave the video, it's fine. There is no way that everything in that reading is going to resonate with hundreds of people that are watching this video. So you know, if something doesn't resonate with you, it's fine, just leave it. Or you can just pick another group, maybe that will help. The third thing I wanted to say is that I am an intuitive reader, which means I don't just stick to the meanings from the books. I will usually just check what is going on in my head. Whatever messages I am getting, I am channeling through the readings. This is what I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, that is important. And the last thing is that I'm not really sure about this whole Etsy thing. Very often I'm noticing that it is very difficult to actually get through if you don't want to pay for their advertising, so you can be on the first page or whatever. So instead I've just put some of my current readings in the description box. Just see if you're interested and just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll let you know how to contact me. And yeah, so that is the last thing. So I'll just quickly explain how do these kind of readings work for those of you who don't know. So we've got 3 groups of cards. This is group number 1, this is group number 2, and this is group number 3. And you intuitively choose one group of cards, and this is going to be your reading. You can pause this video right now, you can meditate on your choice, you can think more deeply, you can use something like a pendulum, which I do recommend because I'm using this kind of things myself for my readings. And yeah, if you're ready, the timestamps are going to be in the description box down below as well. So without any further ado, let's just start with the group number 1. Hello group number 1, I hope you're doing well. So let me remind you, in today's reading we're going to find out what does your person want to tell you in the no communication situation going on. So as usual, I'm going to start from my tarot cards, and they're going to help me to tap into your person's energy, and I'm gonna get like a general energy that is surrounding them right now when it comes to you and that situation. So we've got the 4 of Swords, we've got the Emperor, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, there is a very strong Aries energy going on. So this person could be Aries, or you could be Aries, or there could be an like Aries sign somewhere in the chart. But you know, just don't focus on that, because you know it all depends. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but there is this very strong energy of the Aries going on, and I'll explain why in a second. So what I'm feeling right now when it comes to and when it comes to your person, they are in this moment of Four of Swords, and they are kind of resting from something. I do get that they're resting from for some reason I'm getting the message of a fight. I don't know, there's no cards that will indicate any fight going on between the two of you, but I'm getting that they are kind of taking this pause from you, from your connection, from your kind of relationship, whatever that is, and they have decided they want to rejuvenate themselves. They're waiting. They're in a very stagnant energy, which is very unusual and not very typical for, like I was saying, the Aries energy that is going on, because the Aries is a fire sign, so it's a lot of fire or a lot of passion normally with that person. There's a lot of energy normally with that person, but not right now. They're taking a break from you. They're taking a break from this connection. They feel like this is what they need. They need to regain their strength before they come to you. So at the moment, they are in this period of rejuvenating, rest, kind of maybe even thinking if they really want to come back to this connection, because they need to rethink whether that is serving them or not. What else I'm getting is that this person is very, very strong normally. They are most likely like born leader type of personality. They know what they want. They're very stubborn. They're just very firm. They're not like this dreamy, like, let's say, Pisces kind of energy. They're more like grounded. They take things more logically. This is more important to them, so they don't really trust just a feeling, on like a gut feeling or whatever you want to call it. They will trust the facts, and the fact to them right now at the moment is that they need to take this break. This break had to happen. This no communication situation had to happen for them to kind of rethink what is going on logically. You know, they have these arguments in their head. What is the pro of this relationship or of this connection? What is the con of this relationship? You know, what is really going on? What else I'm getting, this is for some of them, there might be some things going on with their families. This is something, there is a very, very delicate thing. So it is for minority of you in this situation. There could be some family problems at the moment, which is why they had to withdraw from this connection. But also that could mean this card that they have suffered some kind of material loss. This is what I'm getting. So yeah, anyways, they just feel like they had to withdraw from you, from this connection. You know, they are rethinking at the moment if they should come back to you, if they're ready to come back to you, or maybe it would be the best for them to stay away from the whole situation. They don't know yet. They're still thinking, they're still resting, they're still gathering their energy to make the decision. This is literally what these cards are showing me. Okay, so let's move on to the oracle cards to see any further advice or what can be done or what should be done, or more likely what else would they want to tell you if they could. We've got the card of courage with Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So maybe in the past you have not been very courageous. You have been more shy. You have been more withdrawn. You have not really been standing up for your beliefs. You know, maybe they don't really like that, and maybe don't really appreciate that in a person, which would be typical for Aries, because they don't really appreciate like weak people. And I'm not saying weak by you know, maybe suffering from anxiety, but like they like people who are also fiery and also passionate about their causes. But if someone tells you something that you don't agree with, but for the sake of, I don't know, for like keeping peace, you would agree with them anyways, even though it's against your beliefs, that this is not what that person would appreciate. They don't like it. They feel like you could have done so much more. You could have said something and you didn't. Maybe someone was saying something about them to you and you kind of didn't want to stand up for them. And they found out about it and they really feel hurt because they were just like, well, you could have just said something, you know, you could have just said I'm not like that, or you could have just said that, you know, the whole situation is not like that, you know, just why you were such a coward. This is just what I'm getting, you know. So they just want you to have more courage, to be more courageous, you know, and once again stand up for your beliefs. Wow. Yeah, this is very, very typical for Aries, to be honest. What else do we have? Partnership, complete and move on. It could be about anything. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership once again. But for some of you, sadly, this is it. This is the end. It's complete and move on. Literally, like this stage of your life, this chapter of your life is complete now. It's time to move on. It's time to find someone else, some I don't know, either romantic partner or a friend, or just someone someone else, because they just feel like this is it, you know. But they don't have like any hard feelings apart from this, you know, like they feel like you could have done something else. Apart from that, there is nothing. I don't see any harsh feelings, you know, towards you. They're just like, okay, this is like a peaceful thing, you know, so let be just adults and let's just move on, because that is more healthy. So that is a very strong energy that is coming from that person, or maybe they think this is it. This is completed. There's a new beginning awaiting. They don't want to come back to the past. But nothing is, you know, nothing is set in stone. You don't really know that yet. We don't really know that yet. This is definitely for some of you, but not for everyone. So let's just move on to another card. Okay, we've got the Shelter card. I am not 100% sure, to be honest, with this oracle. I'm just gonna read the meaning from the book. So, take shelter in a word, a smile, or a friendship, and know you are not alone. Shield your hope, rest if you need, but do not allow your heart to harden or your light to fade. So, wow, okay. So this card, well, it says you're not alone, you know, so I feel like no matter what, okay, what I'm getting is that they want to tell you that no matter what happens, or no matter what happened between the two of you, you're never alone. You can count on them still as a friend. They will not be as close to you as they used to be, but there is, to me, this big message of hope going on over there as well. And I'm getting that this was something in the past, to be honest. So they had kind of hoped, you know, they can still save the situation and they can still save this connection. But They don't really feel that right now. So once again, they're kind of telling you to move on. You know, just just like they don't have any harsh feeling towards you. They're kind of asking for you not to have any harsh feelings towards them, you know. Don't let your heart harden. This is what they say, you know, because this didn't really work out. It doesn't mean there's nothing good awaiting you. You can most probably, if that is a romantic thing, you can still most probably be friends, but it's not going to be like your best friends seeing each other every weekend. No, it's just like, you know, if you really, they're kind of saying, if you really need me, you can still call me and we can talk about your problems, but you know, that is kind of it. I can't offer you anything else, I'm afraid. So I'm going to move to the last cards, and it was supposed to be one card, but two of them fell out. So we've got 10 of emotion, which is the 10 of cups in traditional tarot. So what does it say? Life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. So there's two messages I'm getting. First of all, they would want to tell you that, you know, you can still seek this happiness and like emotional peace in your family. They know you can kind of count on your family, so they will help you get through that stage. It's also a very important message that, you know, you need to forgive them and forgive yourself. You need to understand their point of view and understand what has really happened. You need to be kind to yourself and to others, and this is how you will be able to move on, and you will be able to find this new great emotional fulfillment, whatever that is, whether it's a love, friendship, whatever that is. You know, you'll achieve this harmony, you'll achieve this great love and happiness. But first you need to do these things, like I was saying: forgive, understand, be kind. This is what they're trying to tell you as well. And the last card I've got for you, is the Healer of Emotion, which is the Queen of Cups in the traditional tarot. So this is Cancer energy as well, or water energy in general, which is the Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let me see, what does it say? This is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You might feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to take care of yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is a kind, tender-hearted, loving, and trustworthy friend. This is exactly what they would want to tell you. Like, you are kind, tender-hearted, loving, and trustworthy. So you deserve the best. So don't let this situation bring you down. You know, don't let your heart harden. You need to forgive. You need to be kind. You need to remember that you're an amazing person, and you know, and everything is going to be fine. It's just at the moment, this situation, I feel like they're trying to tell you, I'm not the one for you. But I have no harsh feelings. It's not like I hate you. It's not like, I don't know, I wish you bad, but I wish you all the best. It's like, quite on the contrary, I wish you all the best. I wish you to find this happiness. I wish you to find this emotional fulfillment. I wish you to find love and beautiful friendships and everything, you know. But I am just not the one for you. We had completed this chapter, you know. My mission in your life has reached its end, so it's time for us to move on. So it's time for both of us to move on from this situation. So this is it. This is all I've got for you, group number 1. I hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments down below, how did it resonate with you? And subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and share this video if you feel like it's gonna help someone else. And thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group number 2. I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading, let me remind you, we're going to find out what does your person want to tell you in the no communication situation going on. So first of all, I'm going to tap into your person's energy or energies surrounding them right now with my tarot cards, and then we'll move on with the rest of the cards, and we'll see what else what they want to tell you. So let's just start. Okay, we've got the Star in reverse, we've got 6 of Wands, and we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, I'm getting the energy of the air, especially the Aquarian energy, especially for some reason. Doesn't really have to resonate with you, but it will for some of you. Could be you, could be them, could be somewhere in their natal chart, but like I was saying in the previous group, don't pay too much attention to the zodiac sign. It just might resonate some more with you, which means that reading is definitely for you and your person. So what is going on right now? I feel like this person has abandoned some kind of hope when it comes to your connection. I'm not really sure what that is. The rest of the cards will probably give me more insight, but at the moment I'm getting some kind of abandoned hope. This is the first message I'm literally hearing in my head, like abandoned hope, abandoned hope. So they were hoping for something different from this connection. They were hoping for something else in this connection, and it didn't really work out the way they wanted it to, which is, well, not something they were once again hoping for. So they're kind of, I'm getting that they're kind of trying to heal from that emotional wounds. I'm not really sure whether that is like a romantic thing, you know, or maybe they were hoping to be your romantic partner and you kind of friend zoned them, or the other way around, you know. But they're kind of, I'm getting, they're trying to heal emotionally from that. But they're also, which is interesting, because it's a little bit contrary to what I've said just now. They're kind of in this energy of 6 of Wands, which is the energy of victory and achieving something great. So they do feel like you know, even though it didn't really work out the way they wanted it to work out, they still feeling victorious. They're still feeling good about this whole situation. They still feel like they have done a lot, and they have grown a lot. This is what I'm getting. They have grown a lot thanks to you and that whole connection that is going on. However, the no communication might be going on between the two of you because of some kind of gossip. I'm getting like some kind of gossip with this Page of Swords. To me, this is energy of someone who is going around and spreading some crap. I'm not really sure. It could be linked to them. It could be linked to them. Maybe they're saying something, but I don't think so. So for some of you, it is going to be because somebody was spreading some false rumors. But for some of you, it could also mean that somebody was saying something before they actually had a thought about it. So somebody said some harsh words, some mean words before even thinking about them, or like without really thinking about them, and without thinking about the consequences of that. So I'm getting that, you know, someone has got a very sharp tongue and they were not really thinking about the other person's feelings. So it did hurt. So it's either them hurt by your words or you hurt by their words, hence why no communication going on right now. But let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so we've got simplicity. I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of struggle with the meanings of these cards, so I am just going to read it from the book. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, why would I? Okay, overthinking, anxiety, and worry. Stick to the facts, ignore conjecture. Declutter your home, heart, and mind of unnecessary baggage. Scale back your workload or schedule. Sudden striking clarity. And there is... It's interesting because with the Page of Swords, one of their meanings, it is the clarity. But I do feel like they are overthinking this whole situation right now, which is interesting, because like I was saying, they have hoped for something else a little bit, so they got a bit disappointed of what happened. So with this card, we do get that they're going through some kind of anxiety. They were worried. They could be worried about you as well. But because they are highly logical, especially if they're like Aquarius or any type of zodiac sign, which could be, which is Gemini or Libra as well, the air signs love facts, love logic. So, you know, it's kind of... It's another contradiction. Just like I was saying with this is another contradiction going on, because they like sticking to the facts, but on the other hand, they're overthinking this whole situation, and they're overthinking everything, and they're thinking, oh, maybe I've said something wrong, or whatever you have said to them, they're thinking about it over and over again, you know. They are thinking, oh, like maybe I could have come up with a better answer, maybe I should have said this instead of that. So this is a very, very complex situation. It is calling from them to you that you also, that they're trying to stick to the facts, and you should do that as well, because, you know, the simpler the better in that case. It is very important to just simplify as much as you can, and don't look into extra meanings, you know. So they're quite confused. They are quite confused. Let's see, what else do we have here. We have compassion with Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So they're asking you to have a compassion for them. So once again, that could be you said some harsh words towards them, or they said some harsh words towards you, but whatever the situation is, they want you to have some compassion to you. They want you to listen to your heart, you know, a little bit more, because your heart might be telling you, you know, forgive them, you know, understand them. Think, you know, from their perspective a little bit. This is what I'm getting. They're asking you to have compassion for them and for this whole situation with them, because I'm getting like the message, I don't deserve it. So they feel like they don't deserve being they don't deserve being I don't know, I'm getting like hated by you. They don't deserve being accused of something by you. This is what I'm getting. So they're just like saying, have compassion for me, you know, because maybe I'm also going through some difficult times right now, you know. So I didn't mean it, you know, and you don't want to forgive me. This is, wow, this is what I'm getting definitely from this card. But I feel like a lot of very warm feelings, you know, a lot of warmth going on. Okay, let me move on to another message for you. So we have nurture and self-care, complete and move on. With the previous group, I also had the card that was indicating some kind of completion of the cycle, that it is the time to complete it and just move on to another chapter of your life and another story, start another story. But in that case, I feel like they want to tell you they have forgiven themselves, even though they're still overthinking and worry, but they have forgiven themselves, and they want the same from you. They want you to forgive them and forgive yourself for anything that has happened, like negative in the past. So they're telling you, you know, you need to forgive me, you need to forgive yourself for this whole thing that happened, and it is time for us to move on. I'm not really sure if you're gonna move on into one direction, both of you, or you're gonna go separate ways, you're gonna part your ways. Maybe the other cards will be able to tell me that, but this is what they want you to do right now. Just move on, you know, forgive and move on. You know, this is the end of the chapter. Don't stick to that negative energy right now. It's time for you to close that chapter, to start anew, start from something new. Let me see, what else do we have here? So we've got the Ace of Thought, which is the Ace of Swords, and this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. So, what struck me the most is this line: it's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others. So there, to me, that they're trying to tell you that, yeah, they have tried to communicate with you. They have tried to be as honest as possible with you, you know. But they expect you to be also honest with them, and communicate clearly what you want, because I'm getting that in the past you didn't communicate that. They were kind of trying to guess what you need, and they were kind of trying to guess what you want, and they have kind of gotten fed up with that, you know. They were just like, I don't know what she or he needs anymore. I don't know, you know. And you were just giving them kind of hints instead of just saying, like, honestly, what is that you're thinking about, what is that you want. However, you know, they can feel there is some new beginnings going on in your life at the moment, you know, but only if you complete this. If this is done, if you have completed and move on, you're gonna start anew, but you're gonna start with this brilliant new idea, with new thoughts, with like a fresh mind. You know, everything is going to be fresh again. And yeah, they're also telling you, you know, not to worry about those little challenges along the way. You know, it does happen to everyone. It will be fine. And this is another card that is kind of like the air energy. So I'm very strongly, even more strongly now, get the air energy. But let's see, what else do we have here? We have the Eight of Action. This is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands normally speaks about quick communication, quick action. So let's see, what does the card say? There is so much going on right now that it might feel overwhelming to you, and yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. If you are asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. So once again, this time they're telling you to be confident, you know, which is interesting, because this is something I had in previous group, you know, that it was saying that, oh, you need to have courage. So this card is this time is asking you, you know, have confidence, believe in yourself, you know, everything is going to be fine. I feel like you might be actually starting this new chapter right now, because this with this card over there. If you haven't done it yet, this is what is these cards are literally showing me what's going to happen once you complete this, once you've done this action. So you're going to have a very, very quickly unraveling action going on, you know. And something is going to unfold like in front of you, you know, a lot of things. You're going to be focused on something else. But they're telling you that you can do it. That you can do it because you've got, you know, you've got the passion, you've got everything you need, and this is going to happen for you, not to you, for you. And it's going to be quick, and it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be an impulse. This is what I'm getting, an impulse towards some new direction, especially with this Ace of Thought over there. Right, so let's just move on to the last card. So this is letting go. Wow. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. I mean, this is like the best conclusion you can get from all of these cards, because this is a lot, like this is linked a lot with this one, you know, complete and move on, you know, let go of the past, and you're gonna get this new beginning once you let go of the past, because this card, I feel like it just reminds you it is the time to close this chapter. Once again, I'm going to say that again and again. This is the end of something, but it doesn't mean, you know, this is the end of communication, like of communicating with your person, with the person you're asking about. They're just asking you to let go of negativity that has been going on in the past, you know. You need to release that, because I feel like they do see a lot of potential in you. Whatever you do, they feel like you can achieve that, but you are not letting yourself to grow. But this is the end, but it doesn't mean this is the end with your person. But they are telling you that you can achieve whatever you want, but you have for some reason chosen negativity. You have for some reason chosen not to let go of some things. They are actually holding you down. They're not letting you spread your wings and fly, and it all starts inside of your head. Change your life by changing your thoughts. This is a lot about the law of attraction, if you're familiar with that, you know. The thoughts create your reality. So I feel like they want to let you know that, you know, once you start being more positive and thinking more positive thoughts and changing the way you see the world, they will be back in your life. There will be the end of this no communication situation going on. So yeah, this is it for you, group number 2. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me how did it resonate with you. I would be delighted to read that. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and leave me a like. Share this video if you feel like it is going to help someone else. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group number 3. I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading, let me remind you, we're going to find out what does your person want to tell you in the no communication situation going on. So first things first, I'm going to tap into your person's energy and see what is going on around them by using my tarot cards, and then the oracle cards will follow with more guidance. Alright, so let's just start. So we've got the Moon, we've got Age of Cups, and we've got Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, there is a lot going on around your person. I'm getting a very strong Pisces energy. Could be you, could be them, could be somewhere in their natal chart, but it doesn't have to be. Don't focus too much on the zodiacs, but it could be Pisces or any water sign, which is Scorpio or Cancer, but I'm getting Pisces the most. I'm getting a lot of emotional pain. They feel emotional pain. They feel like, I'm getting the word misled. They feel like they have been misled. I'm not really sure if it's by you or by the whole situation, but with this Moon card, I do get that their emotions have been really hurt, and then now they're moving away from that. They want to move away from that. However, they can't really move. They're trying to move away from internal conflict, I'm getting, but they know they can't really win that fight. With this Five of Wands going on here. But right now, they're in this energy of leaving things behind, leaving the emotions behind, going away from the pain, going away from the illusions that have been going on, maybe some kind of lies, maybe some kind of deception. I feel like they have decided to listen to their intuition a little bit more, because they know this is not really healthy for them. This connection with you, was not very great, was not very healthy in a way. Could be any type of relationship going on, could be any type of connection. Once again, could be romantic, could be friendship, could be anything, but I feel like it didn't really serve any of you. It was an emotional struggle for them to leave that. And now they feel like they're abandoned. It's interesting. Let's move on to the oracle cards to find out more about that. Because at the moment, I'm getting like they're a little bit stagnant. They want to move, but they can't, because there is this emotional mental conflict going on in their heads. Because on one hand, I feel like they do really want to come back to you and your connection, but on the other hand, they want to leave that, which is very Pisces like. I'm a Pisces, and honestly, we never really know what we want. So to like shout out to all the Pisces over there who don't know what they want, I feel you. Okay, so let's move. Okay, so we've got enlightened heart and mind. Prepare. Okay, so this card indicates to me that basically they are preparing themselves for some kind of how to say that, for some kind of challenge, maybe, you know, for some kind of facing you. Maybe if they have done you wrong, they are preparing themselves internally, you know, for that to face you. How are they going to face you? How they're kind of like, they feel like they're not ready. They don't have all the information, which the Moon can indicate as well, that they don't feel like they have all information about the whole situation. And what are they going to tell you if they don't know everything about it? How are they going to explain themselves? They don't know. They feel like at the moment they're unprepared. They're still in the stage of preparation. They're getting ready. But they're not yet. They're not ready to face you. What else? Partnership, regroup. So they're regrouping their feelings as well. They kind of really want to come back to this connection. This is like, they really want to come back, but they feel like they're missing this key. They're missing this key to your heart. They're missing this key, hence why they're preparing themselves. They're looking for that key. They don't really know how to get to you, you know, what to say. I'm getting like, I don't know what to say so it will be right. It is very difficult for them because they feel like they don't know. For some of you, it could also mean that they have, like, you have shut them down, like you have, you know, and they once again, they just can't get into you. But this time it's because you have completely closed yourself from them. You don't want them to come back to your life. You're curious about what is going on with them, obviously, if you're watching this, but you know, you're kind of like, yeah, but I don't want them to get close to my heart again. And we have fertility and creativity, active versus passive. So you see, this is this contradiction once again I've been talking about. They kind of want to move away, and they kind of still want to be in this stagnant situation, in this position where they know what is going on and they know what to expect. So they're really trying to find the right way, find the right balance towards this whole situation. Because in their heads, they, like I said, they kind of want to come back, but they feel like they're not ready for that. But they know this situation is going to have to reach its conclusion sooner or later, but at the moment they're like torn in between two worlds. They don't really know what is the best for you and don't know what is the best for them. So once again, I'm getting this very internal conflict going on. Should I reach out to them, or should I wait for them to text me first? This kind of thing, which is once again very Pisces-like. Okay, maybe the rest of cards, I hope they're gonna help me see more. What else would they want to communicate to you? So we've got the creation card, and with this card I'm still a little bit struggling, so I'm just going to read it from the book. A period of intense creativity and productivity brings your plans and dreams to fruition. Concentration and completion, a tangible result. Throw yourself into an endeavor. Your ingenuity will inspire others. So to me, it means a lot about this concentration. This concentration and completion. They are at the moment, especially because it's above this card, they are, I feel like they're creating a lot of scenarios in their heads about what could go right, what could go wrong. If they tell you this, how are you gonna react? If they contact you, how you might react. But they're trying to be creative about it, so they really wanna reach out to you, but not in a very, let's say, boring, normal way. They're trying to make it something else. They're trying to make it something bigger. So if they were to contact you, they would not just text you out of a sudden saying, hi, it's been a long time, how are you? They would do it in a very unusual way, I'm getting. But at the moment, they're very conflicted, very overthinking as well. I'm getting overthinking. There are a lot in their heads right now. Okay, so let's move on to another card. We have the Messenger of Thought, which is the Page of Swords. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. What did I just say? New information might require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. To me, this is kind of how they feel about you, that you're not very diplomatic, that you're brilliant, that you're truthful, but you always say your truth, but in the same time, they kind of feel hurt about your words very often. They used to be hurt, like maybe they didn't really show that, but some of the things you were saying, like even without thinking, oh, it's gonna they're gonna think it's about them, they kind of were taking that very personally. But this is literally what I said, like there's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. So before they move forward, there is so much they need to know, so they are preparing once again. New information might require changes to your plans, so there we go, regroup. They're trying to think about a new strategy to get to you, how to do it in a different way, which is the creation card. Different than before. So at the moment, you know, they really want to reach out to you. They do, but they don't know how. How would you take them? Would you take them back? Or would it be okay for them to come back? Or maybe if you did take them back, what would like happen in the future? Maybe it will be the same thing again. So let's see the last card. We've got peace with Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So they want to be at peace, I'm getting. They want to be at peace. They're not right now. They're definitely not right now because there's so much going on in their heads. And they're trying to achieve this internal peace. Like I said, there's internal conflict. They want peace. Another meaning could mean that they wanted peace with you as well. So if you have gone through some arguments in the past, which is why you're not talking right now, they do want to make a peace with you. They don't want this fight anymore. They don't want this negative, conflicting energy going on. They do want to make peace. Whether, you know, that would mean they will still not talk to you again, or what. But I feel like because some things have been said in the past and that kind of left them in a state of mind that, you know, I don't want to end this whole thing like that. So I need to think of another plan, how to make a peace with that person, so I can live also peacefully with myself in the future. Because right now I feel like they're very tormented with their minds, because there are a lot in their head. They're rethinking what has happened in the past. They're rethinking about every word they have said in the past, I don't know, 10 years to you. Every little gesture they made, they were like, maybe this is what that hurt them. Maybe this is why this happened, because I said this and I should have said something else, and I've done this but I haven't done that. But yeah, the general message is that they are preparing themselves for a comeback, and when they come back, it's going to be big, but it's going to be very positive and very peaceful with this loving energy. But right now they're just not ready yet. Alright, group number 3, I hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments down below if it did and how it did. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and give me a like, leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.